Do you want to challenge yourself? Do you want to find out what your English level is? Do you want to learn from your mistakes? If the answer to these questions is yes, this video is for you. Hello everyone, I'm Mohsen from English Steps with Mohsen YouTube channel. Today I am going to ask you 10 questions. The first 5 questions are for A1 students and the second 5 questions are for A2 students. I am going to ask you the question. You have 3 or 2 options. One of them is correct and others are incorrect. You should choose the correct answer in 5 seconds. If you want, you can pause the video, think about your answer, and then watch it. If you are a beginner English learner, I highly recommend that you watch this video to the very end. If you are higher, if you are an intermediate, upper intermediate, or an advanced English learner, so this is a challenge. Find out whether you can tackle this challenge or not. Are you ready to start with the first question? Let's go. The first question, where they come from? Where do they come from? Where are they come from? Or where have they come from? Very good. Where do they come from? But why? If you want to ask about someone's nationality, you can ask, where are you from? Where are you from? Or where do you come from? But sometimes students mix them up and say, where are you come from? Which is totally incorrect. So where do you or where do they? Where does he or she come from? It means what is their nationality? Or where are you from? Where are they from? Never mix them up. Question number 2. Our English class finishes 6 o'clock. Our English class finishes in 6 o'clock, finishes at 6 o'clock, finishes on 6 o'clock. Very good. The correct preposition for time is at. For example, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I get up at 7 o'clock. I go to work at 9 o'clock. So for time, we use the preposition at. But for days of the week, we say on. For example, on Saturday, on Sunday, on Monday. And for times of the day like morning, afternoon, evening, we say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. However, for noon and night, we use at noon, at night. So here, for this question, we have the time, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is a time and we say at 6 o'clock. Question number 3. In this question, you should reply my question with a short answer. But how? How can we make short answers? Listen, do you like my videos? Yes, I. Yes, I am. Yes, I do. Yes, I like. Very good. Yes, I do. But why? If you want to answer a question with a short answer, you need to answer that question with its helping verb. But what is exactly the helping verb? If I ask you the question with do or does, you need to make a short answer using do or does. Or in a negative answer, you can say don't or doesn't. For example, do you like my videos? What is the first word? Do. So, yes, I do. Very good. Yes, I do. If I ask you the question using am, is, are, for example, is he your teacher? Yes, he is. Are they classmates? Yes, they are. Does he subscribe to my channel? Yes, he does. Okay. Now let's get to the 4th question. Listen carefully. Yesterday, I went to work, car, with car, on car, by car. Very good. Yesterday, I went to work by car. If you want to express the kind of transportation you go to work with or you go to school with, you say by plus that transportation means. For example, by car, by bicycle, by train, by subway. But there's an exception here. If you walk to work, you say, I go to work on foot, not by foot. I go to work on foot. Or I walk to work. If you go to work by car, you say, I by plus the transportation means at the end. However, if you use go, you should say by plus that transportation means. So the answer to this question is by. Okay, the fifth question and the last question for A1 level is a little bit more challenging. Are you ready? I don't work hard enough or enough hard. Very good. I don't work hard enough. The word enough can be used in three ways. It can be used after the adjective. For example, this room is not big enough. Big is the adjective and enough is used after the big, after the adjective. Big enough, smart enough, fast enough. Or the second way, the word enough goes after the verb. So number one, after the adjective. Number two, after the verb. And the third way we use the word enough is before noun. It goes before a noun. For example, I don't drink enough water. Water, in terms of part of speech, is a noun and we use enough before water. So I don't drink enough water. Do you eat enough food? Do you eat enough food? So here, hard is an adverb, so we say hard enough, hard enough. Okay, these 5 questions were all for A1 level of English. How many correct answers did you get? If you got 4 answers correct, it means your English level is A1 or maybe higher, and you need to watch to the end of this video to challenge yourself for the second 5 questions. Question number 6. For her exams. She always studies for her exams, or she studies always for her exams? Very good. She always studies for her exams. But why? Always, never, seldom, sometimes, rarely, they are all adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency go either after the to-be verb, like am, is, are, was, or were. We use the adverb of frequency after these to-be verbs, or before the main verb or before the verb. Here, study is the verb, and we need to use the adverb of frequency, always in this case, before the verb. So, she always studies for her exams. But what about this example? I tired. I always am tired, or I am always tired. Very good. I am always tired. Am is a to-be verb, and we use the adverb of frequency after to-be verbs. So either after the to-be verbs or before the main verbs. Question number 7. Talked to yesterday. He talked to she. He talked to her, or him talked to her yesterday. Excellent. He talked to her yesterday. But why? He and her are pronouns. What are pronouns? Pronouns are substitutes for names. For example, Mohsen is an English teacher. He is an English teacher. I talk to Mohsen. I talk to him. They are all pronouns. But how? We have two types of pronouns: subject pronouns and object pronouns. Subject pronouns, object pronouns. What is subject? What is object? I've always had challenges with them. Subject comes before the verb and object comes after the verb. So again, subject goes before the verb and object goes after the verb. Here, my verb is talked to. Before talk to, I need to use a subject. In this case, subject pronoun. And after talk to, I need to use an object. Here again, object pronoun. But what are subject pronouns and object pronouns in English? Subject pronouns are words like I, you, he, she, it, we, they. And object pronouns are words like me, you, him, her, it, us, you, and them. Here, after talked to, I use an object pronoun. I choose a word from the second category. Here I use her, and before the verb talk to, I need to use a subject pronoun, he. So he talked to her yesterday. A boy talked to a girl yesterday. Did you get it? Let's move to the 8th question. Question number 8. A car. I'm not wanting a car. I don't want a car. Excellent. I don't want a car. But why A is incorrect? In English, we have two kinds of verbs: action verbs and non-action verbs. Action verbs are those verbs that have a kind of physical activity. For example, I am listening, I am watching, they are talking. So they are all a kind of physical activity. So we call these verbs like walk, run, talk as action verbs. But non-action verbs are words or verbs like love, like, hate. Now, I like you. Am I doing anything? So am I physically involved? Absolutely no. They are non-action verbs. Want is a kind of verb that is non-action. So we never add an ing to non-action verbs like liking, loving, wanting. They are all incorrect. So here, I don't want is the correct one. Question number 9. I'm tired. I need to go to home, at home, or home. Excellent. I need to go home. The position of the verb go is always to. For example, go to work, go to school, go to the restaurant, go to a cafe. But for home, we do not use a preposition with go. I go home. For example, it is 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you have finished work, you are tired, and you want to go home. Not go to home or go at home. You want to go home. We exactly have this point for the verb arrive. For example, I arrive at the bank, I arrive in New York, but I arrived home. I arrived home. We do not use a preposition of in or at after arrive when the object is home. Did you get the point? So if you haven't subscribed to my channel and like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Like this video, share it with your friends. Let's get to the 10th question and the last question. He, as a nurse. He is as a nurse or he works as a nurse. Very good. He works as a nurse. If you want to talk about somebody's job, you have two options. He is a doctor, or he is a nurse, or he works as. So works as or is. He works as a doctor, he is a doctor. I am a teacher, I work as a teacher. So they are two ways to talk about somebody's job. Do not confuse them. Okay, everyone, now it's time to score yourself. I asked you 10 questions. For each question, you had almost 5 seconds, or if you have paused the video, that's fine. How many correct answers did you have? If you had 7 answers or less than 7, your English level is A1, and congratulations, because in this channel I will have lessons for beginners, intermediate and advanced learners. And if you have 7, 8, 9 or 10 correct answers, wait for my next videos, because I will have lessons for advanced learners, upper intermediate learners in my channel. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and like this video. See you next time. Goodbye.